Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The camera's frozen. It's frozen. Hold on. Hold on, we gotta fix this. This is not the ideal start. It's okay. It's okay, we can fix this. We can fix this. Hey. Wait. There we go. Hi. Let's do that again. Let's do that again. Start over. This is why you should check things before you press live. Alright, hold on. Start over. What's up, everybody? First try. Hi. Welcome to the recovery room. My name is Nick. I need to fix one more thing with my camera because now I see, because I had to reset it, that brightness is too bright. Let's turn this on. Okay. All right. We're not doing that a third time, so just deal with it. Hi. Welcome. We're playing Final Fantasy 16. Yeah, I know. Okay, whatever. Hi, whatever. So, welcome. The first... I'm all thrown off now, so we're just going to jump right in. We left off part 8. Our boy, our good friend Kupka is clearly trying to set Clive up, and Clive's all like, I'm an honorable man. I need to go into this known trap, and I'm going to make it work, and we're going to see how that plays out, and it's not going to work. So let's jump in. I'm just going to press the continue button. We did all the side content. We did all the side missions. We did everything. Literally, the only thing we have to do right now is just jump straight into it. We even upgraded our weapons. We're ready to go. We're just gonna dive in. Let's get the volumes right. I don't know why my camera did that. My camera hasn't froze once in like 6 months, and it freezes now the first time. Doesn't matter. So. Full disclosure, I am also on call tonight, so I'll have to be checking my phone every now and then, and I may have to leave abruptly. Hopefully not. So, let's make for Rosalith, and let's go take on that piece of shit Kupka. I don't know what his angle is, because like he's kind of working for our mom, but he's also kind of a piece of shit, so he's probably really looking out for himself in this. I don't know.
Let us know if you find any.
We're gonna find out.
Take care, Clive. Blackthorn could fix it.
I also realized that I don't have to walk all the way to. Oh, you know what? Did I do all my gear? Am I good to go here? Oh, I got a lot. All right, let's just do this real quick. Actually, no. Let's wait until we're there, because what I've actually been doing is letting the game auto-pick the powers for me, because I'm trying to try out all different ones, and I feel like the game probably auto-picks based on what's best for that area. So I'm going to wait until I'm here, and then I'm going to let the game auto-pick. So let's go to Rosalith and go to Kupka and see what's going on. Oh. We're starting off right in it, aren't we?
Fortify the castle gates at once.
At once.
Hugo and his men have been busy. They've already breached the castle's outer wall. The Imperials are holding the ground for now, but it's only a matter of time before the keep falls. Those fuckers really went to town on this place.
So we got there late?
Almost like they want to wipe it off the map.
Just a means to an end.
All this Just the one man? They didn't have to go so far.
Surf's up, dude. Thanks for the follow.
If you keep your wits about you, I reckon you can make it up to the castle without raising the alarm. I'll sniff out any townsfolk who haven't escaped yet and send them on their way.
Be careful.
Likewise. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Okay. Oh. Those are the dudes from, hold on one second real quick. They are Men of the Rock. That's what they're called. They're Kupka's private army. Okay.
I thought I was ready for this, but
I know. It's like a nightmare. This was our home. Come on, Clive. We have to keep going.
Capital punishment. Oh, hold on one second. One second. We're gonna leave you with the intense music for a second. Okay, false alarm. False alarm. Let's do this. All right, so before I started, I was gonna let the game tell me which abilities would be best here, and then we'll level up based on that. I think I'm all set. I think I'm good to go. Yeah, that's good to go. All right, so what did it change for us? It wants crowd control and swing up, okay. Swing up and deflect, and then this one is crowd control and okay, this one is super useful, this ball, because if you can get it in the right spot, everybody, well, you'll see. I'll try to get it working right. If you can kind of see where the enemy is going, you can place that ball in front of them. Them hitting it causes damage on them, but also if you hit the ball near them, it also like does an AoE kind of thing too, so it's super useful. I was playing Tears of the Kingdom, so let's just move the camera back to a good spot right over here. All right, as they say in Final Fantasy, let's do that Final Fantasy. Here we go. Oh, wrong button. Here we go.
It's a massacre.
He'll stop at nothing, Clive. Nothing.
Kupka's really out for us, isn't he? Ooh.
Why do this?
Clive, we can get through here.
Yeah, you're right. There's no way we can climb over this. 0% chance. You're right. Hey. Some opponents will cast Protect. To raise the defensive barrier around their allies that shields them from melee attacks. When engaging protected targets, identify their icon above their head. Avoid using your sword instead of playing magic to quickly and efficiently display their barrier. Okay, so even like this far in, we're still getting tutorials.
Murderers!
Oh, shiz.
Punishment.
Got him. No, I'm trying to aim at this guy. There we go. No, you. Okay, it's a timing thing. We'll figure it out. Kupka really did a number on this place, didn't he? This is the trebuchet.
I yield! I yield!
Oh, God. Brutal.
Look what we have here.
Gentlemen,
Haha. Yeah, gather up real close to each other. Perfect.
You won't escape!
Okay. Yeah, it's a timing thing. We'll get the timing back. Just gotta figure. I just remapped the abilities, so I just gotta remember what I remapped them all to. And that is all.
with me, men! For the Emperor!
Oh shit, we got doggies.
You're finished!
What did he cast Protect on?
Too slow.
Got him. Oh, that's my thing. Ow! What? Where did you come from? Okay, that's okay. No, there's no way we can go over there. There's boxes in the way. No way. Impossible. Watch some of the acrobatics he's gonna do later.
Come on, back him!
Ow! Oh, this is a big boy. That's a big dude. That's why. All right. Alright. It's down to just this big boy. I accidentally used a potion. Come on. Alright, let's turn that volume down just a hair. Okay. Taking a lot more damage than I would like to. That way. Let's go, Torgal. Hold on, wait. First, Torgal, wait. Before we move on. Torgal. Torgal, stay still. Torgal. Alright, fine. He's not in the mood now. Hold on, I see your treasure chest. 10 spools of steel silk. Potion. Alright, we got ourselves a fight ahead.
It's the outfit. Or die.
There we go. Sometimes you just gotta get them before they can even, really, There we go. That was good. What I was trying to say is sometimes you gotta get them before they can even cast the spell. And then you got nothing to worry about. Right, Torgal? He's fine. He can vault over this wall, but like a knee-high thing of boards, no way.
We're nearly at the castle. It ends there.
Yeah, you know how you can tell too? Not only did he say it, but the game's giving us healing stuff. Yeah, see? The game wants us at full health right now. Okay, here we go. If something's going down, it's going down here.
He's here. Get him. We take him alive.
And now we do this. Hey-ya!
Stay down.
You!
You're finished.
Hell yeah. See, once you get the timing right, that feels good. A level up too, that's free health right there.
Set her loose.
Set who loose? Oh.
They have a curl.
It's a good little kitty. Look at that. I don't know. Oh God. Ow. Oh God.
Nice try.
Stagger. There we go. Put this down here, and now attack. See, now we're getting the lightning bonus and the fire bonus. Fuck yeah, see that? We got the double bonus, and now we have like half of its health gone.
It's building up to something.
Press the attack.
We need to stop it. Whatever it takes.
Guys. Guys. We gotta stop it.
It's down.
Okay, we stopped it. Whew.
Let's make this count.
Ow.
Let's roll ready. Nice try.
Gotcha. Ow. Oh, God. Oof.
Thanks, boy.
Got him. A coral. Coral? Oh, a coral whisker. Surprisingly, dissection of a coral whisker shows to be composed almost entirely of metal.
Jill!
Jill?
We meet at last, Sid.
Damn it. Cutscenes.
Or should I say,
Our
Lord
biggest weakness.
Rosfield. I've been looking for you for a very long time.
Have you now?
Go, Kupka.
Oh, I've been saying Kupka the
I'm
whole
so
time.
glad you accepted my invitation. I went to some trouble with the decorations. Do you like what I've done with the place?
Bastard.
Look,
Such a pity your predecessor couldn't join us. But I am sure you will prove compelling company. Be still, little snowflake. I would not have you melt before your starring moment.
What does that do?
Fuck.
What is that? What are those things? Crystal fetters, that's right. Restraining devices for bearers and dominants that use precisely arranged and activated shards of crystal to disrupt flows. Right, so those they can't use their magic.
Now, on to the festivities.
Torgal knows his way around. Torgal grew up here.
That's just great, that is. I suppose it's up to me then.
Gav, the unsung hero. I don't think we've been to the castle since, like, the flashback as a child.
Headsman!
Of course, that's the headsman.
Where do you want me?
You! Bring the prisoner!
Yeah, it's no more than she deserves for getting into bed with an outlaw.
We should get into mine.
Hey. Don't you talk about Jill that way.
Lord Kupka commands your presence.
You're to bear witness to the girl's execution.
Such a waste.
Hell yeah. Coming in the clutch.
Gav! Shh.
We won't want to hear them to hear what I just did.
Crystal fetters are a bastard to open, just so you know. Don't worry, I'll have them off before you can blink.
Where's Jill?
In the courtyard.
Shit.
I'm gonna make a prediction right now.
Hurry.
The Imperials have sounded the retreat and cleared out of the castle. But the place is still swarming with Kupka's men.
Leave them to me.
I'll make my way up top and circle round the back. Quick as you like, eh? Nearly forgot.
Hold on, Jill. I'm coming.
So Clive has had trouble being able to control Ifrit. So I think in seeing Jill, hopefully not dying, hopefully almost dying, he'll be able to control it finally. Is my prediction. And then we're going to have a big old Ifrit versus Titan fight. To the courtyard. Ooh, that's bright.
Don't you let her die.
I hope you've got a plan, Clive, because we are fucked if you don't.
Torgal?
It's a bloody wolf!
Hell yeah. I didn't know Torgal could do that. Neither did Clive.
Jill, can you stand?
Alright, I was a little bit wrong.
Lord Rosfield, don't tell me you tire of my entertainment.
Enough!
Yes, perhaps it is time we served the main repast. I trust you are hungry!
Hell yeah, look at this new Torgal.
Much obliged.
Stay
Gav
close.
is fighting with us too.
We're getting out of here. And Toggle, thank you. Later, everyone, with me. That includes you, Toggle.
All that's left is Big Chungus.
This one.
Another group? Okay, it's fine. Oh shit. Look at Torgal go. Hell yeah. What else you got? Kupka.
Still breathing, are you?
Excellent. Then Lord Kupka's reward shall be ours.
I thought bad news always came in threes.
Let them come.
All right, that's one. Oof. Done. Maybe Kupka can give me a challenge next time. All right, let's go. What else you got, Kupka?
It's over.
For now. But I bet that wasn't the last of them. And they won't stop hunting us until Kupka's dead. So you get in there and finish the job, eh?
Go on. If they come again, we'll hold them back.
All right. But be careful.
I want to bring my evolved form of Torgal. Is Torgal coming with me? Oh, Torgal's staying. Look how cool Torgal looks. All right, let's go.
I promise you, Sid. You'll die by my hand.
I know the game wants us to go straight, but just making sure there's nothing up here. Is it more potions? Yeah. Cool. All right, we're fully loaded. We're stocked up and ready to go. Let's go.
Kupka.
Is he sitting on my father's throne?
Trouble on the way.
Just enjoying your entertainment.
How gratifying. Have you come to defend your father's throne, Lord Rosfield? The Grand Duchy of Rosaria. A realm without a ruler, an army, even a people. A veritable kingdom of dust. Truly, I see no throne to defend.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, we're gonna kill him real good.
Enough of your games, Kupka. Just tell me what you want.
Sid's head in a box.
Sid's dead.
Imagine my disappointment when I learned that he met his end at the hand of another. And my relief to learn that you had taken up his thrice damned name.
I don't think...
Your master slew Benedicta Harmon and defiled her body.
That's not true. That's not what happened.
If you choose to bear that murderer's name, then you shall answer for his crimes.
I don't think Sid did that.
The only crimes I shall answer for are my own. Sid did everything in his power to save that woman, though she was long past saving. And so I did what he couldn't. It was me all along, Hugo.
Wait, what?
It was you.
What?
You killed her.
I did.
Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Oh, he's gonna be mad. Oh.
Then I am fortunate indeed. I had thought the most I could wish for was to take the life of one he loved, just as he did to me. But it seems I was wrong. And I shall have my revenge.
He's a Super Saiyan?
I shared a dream. I would be the king of the world. She would be my queen.
Uh-oh.
Together, we would rule like the gods we are. But you crushed that dream, ground it to dust. Hear me, Rosefield! You will pay for what you've done. tear you apart with my hands!
And what of you? How many people have you killed? How many dreams have you crushed? You're not the only one who's seen their world fall apart around them.
Fuck yeah.
You'll get no pity from me, Kupka. No pity. And no mercy.
Let's go.
Now die!
Hell yeah. Ugh.
You learned what becomes of those who dare to cross me.
Oof.
You'll get for death!
Oof.
Needed that. Let's try.
There we go. Stagger. Let's go. Drop this down into this mode. Now fuck him up.
You will die by my hand, Frostfield. My hatred for you is unending, unyielding. Let this palace be your grave!
What? Oh, shit.
All right, round 2. Let's do this.
The world has chosen. I am in my element. There's no escape.
What?
The earth will always be my domain.
Oh shit! I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. God damn it!
Let's try.
go, 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 go. Oh. Oh.
Just like your forefathers. Your journey ends.
Too bad you missed me, you son of a bitch. Oh, got me that time. Jesus Christ. Oh shit. Got him. Got him. Woo. Hell yeah. Whew. Thanks, Vanguard. Sorry. Oof, that was an intense one. Whew. Oh. Oh, shit. Holy shit. Do it. Fucking do it, Clive.
Son of a whore!
Oh. Oh. We're getting his ability now. Yeah, new abilities.
I'll kill you! I'll kill you! I'll kill you! Ah! Ah! Ah!
my guy. He has no power and no hands. Wait, what?
There. You mustn't get yourself worked up.
Wait!
Wait,
Another time, Muthos.
is that wait, hold on. Is that Bahamut? Oh, fuck, it doesn't say. I think that's the dude that's a Bahamut.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Well, Luda scum. Who the fuck invited them? Not that that's the biggest surprise we've had today. Where did you learn to do that, Torgal?
Oh, of course.
Not telling, eh? Suit yourself.
He just told you.
Gav, we have to find Clive.
Right, sorry.
No need to find me.
You missed one.
We were worried.
So was I. I was so close. If it hadn't been for my gift, I would have finished him.
I'm just glad you got out of there alive.
When did the Royalists arrive?
Right after you went inside.
Right, so the Royalists are Kingdom of Wallow, the Royal Knights of Wallowed. So that was I think that was Bahamut.
Just when we thought we were shot of Titans, lot. In pile Odins.
Oh, no,
Not
Odin.
enough of them to worry us, though.
No. You didn't see the one who took Kupka away.
So, what? You think they came here to save him? Well, I'll be fucked if I know what's going on, but every minute we spend racking our brains, that bastard's getting further away. So what do?
We go back to the hideaway. I'm too tired to think. As are you, by the looks of it. And after what Jill's been through. Let's worry about Kupka later, shall we?
Aye. Alright. Well, give us a chance to solve the riddle of your magic mud, too. Hey, how you feeling? Ready to go home?
All right. Well, we can't go anywhere else, so back to the hideaway.
Just look at the state of you. You're more of a wreck than this place. Is this what you call taking better care of yourself? No more excuses, your ladyship. I order you to rest. Fine. I'll rest.
Don't worry, Gav. She's in good hands.
But we should have never let her fall into Hugo's. Back when he had some like. The question is, where is he now?
And what the hell were those royalists doing there?
I was wondering about that all the way home.
Otto may have heard something. I'll talk to him.
And I'll talk to Torms.
The lawsman. About what?
About your faithful hound for a start. If any four-legged friend's ever done that before, I'm betting Torms will have read about it. But what I want to know is, what happens afterwards? It's all well and good Torgal saving our arses, but if it costs him what it cost Jill...
Right. Let me know if you learn anything.
Will do. And you do the same, eh?
Jill. Listen to Talia.
I will. Thank you.
What? Did Clive just crack a weird smile? Like an awkward smile? That was like a, That was like a Tobey Maguire smile. Like a Spider-Man, like a... So we got the power of Earth now. So Clive has claimed portion of the Icon Titan's essence. Attuning with Titan not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities such as Wind Up, Singular Strike that increases potency when charged. Titan's iconic feat is Titanic Block. Can be used to fend off most incoming attacks. Using square immediately after a perfectly timed precision block will initiate a devastating counter. Oh, we got some parry skills now. The Blood of Fenrir? What? Look at all these abilities. Titan channeled. Wow. A whole nother skill. Oh, but we can still only have 3 at once. I see. So now we have to start leaving things behind. Very interesting. That's going to change the way we play this game for sure. Okay, I was hoping that we could be cycling through 3 or 4, but I don't think that's how that works. Right, so we have 4 now, and we're only allowed 3. Okay. Okay. Well, in the meantime, let's really quickly, Alright, well, we have access to the full map again. I guess we'll talk to Otto, and before it's time to fully move on, we'll walk around.
Otto, is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
Ah, she's been better. Talia's making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and their other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
All right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Who are you?
Mid.
Oh.
When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria.
She looks like,
Busy, not roar about it.
when you don't see her from the behind with the long hair, when you just see her from the front, I'm like, Ashley?
All right, you win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka,
really quickly, I was like, yeah.
Professor! Now there's a face
Right? She's kind of got like an Ashley
sure
vibe.
You have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my guilt.
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
That little...
The storeroom, was it?
Clive's just like, nah. Oh, the storeroom. We've never really had a use for that room yet.
I wonder what Mid's plotting.
All right, really quickly,
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
I would like
Is
to...
everything we've received and everything promised?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
You
Just
earned this.
give me my thing. I know I did.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Let's talk to you. Kupo. Nectar, what else you got? Are there new hunts? One new hunt. The Muddy Murder. Ooh, it's ranked A. The other ones have been C and B. This one's an A. Hawk's Cry Cliff, Rosaria. So, before we do that, hold on, I'm just going to... Rumors spreading throughout the southern reaches of Rosaria, a pool of opalescent ooze has been sighted in the moors. All right. When we leave off, we're going to go to Hawk's Cry Cliff, Rosaria. Let's find where that is on the map now. Let's see. This is Rosaria, right? Is this Rosaria? Wait. Hold on. Sorry. Nectar. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nectar. Oh, Hawk's Cry Cliff. It's right here. All right. So around here is that ooze puddle thing. All right. So that's easy enough to find. So before we leave, we'll do that. Let's go see what Mid is up to.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest? From what I heard, you earned it.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing. Anyway.
You took your time.
I literally came right away.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mate, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. What?
I don't remember where Mid is from. A student of engineering at the University of Canver, she is as well versed in the secrets of modern fallen technology as any scholar in the Twins and means to put knowledge. Yeah, but where do we know her from?
I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough.
I can't remember where we know her from.
It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right? I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Sure.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Of course. Karen and Blackthorn, my two favorite. Although, Blackthorn, since we gave him that piece of armor, he's actually been pretty pleasant. Karen still sucks, though. Like, oh my god. You go to I don't know why I went in there. You go to buy stuff from her, and she's like, hey, "What do you want?" Like an evil woman. Vivian. Oh.
My favorite pupil.
No. I don't need to see anything.
I bid you good day.
Watch, I'm gonna go to Karen, and she's gonna.
The Leylands have been up to their old tricks.
She's gonna be angry that we're even speaking to her.
Jill looked white as a sheet.
Ah, excuse me. All right, ready? Watch how pissed off she's gonna be.
Was wondering where you got to.
Oh, of course she's being nice now.
Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop.
It's because it's for a quest. Any other 9 out of 10 times
materials.
she's mean.
Here's the list.
Watch, I'm gonna talk to her again, and she's gonna be mean.
Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen.
This is the nicest Karen's been the entire game. Watch, I'm gonna talk to her again.
Well, don't just stand there gawping.
See? She's mean.
Go on, then.
Mean. I wish you had anything I could use. But I don't really need anything from
Finished,
you.
are you?
Oh, wait, no. Don't yell.
What can I do for you? Coin purse weighing you down?
You're funny. I'll say you that.
I'll be thankful you got that much.
See? She's just a rude person. Rude, rude, rude. I'm keeping your business afloat. Literally. Because we're on a boat.
I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? Is that all?
That's all. Alright, Blackthorn.
Blackthorn, you busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done. If I ever am.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Yeah.
What do you want?
First, oh, a grindstone. That's a good one. Yeah, let's do that.
Should last you a good while.
I have a Drake Slayer belt already. But I don't have what I need for this. Oh, I bet you I get the gelatinous mass from the globby thing. I bet you. I'll put money on it. Can you reinforce anything? No. Okay.
And
what else we got? Anything? Let's see if we got any new letters, and then we'll talk to the carpenter. Homecoming from Jill. I apologize for what happened in Rosalith. I fear what might have been had not you. That's a weird sentence. I fear what might have been. Oh wait, I'm just reading it wrong. I fear what might have been had not you Gav and Torgal fought so fiercely. Jesus. Once again, you were there when I needed you the most. Seeing the city I had once come to know as my home reduced to flame and rubble has left me with much sadness in my heart. But the time for looking for back... We, like, walked home with Jill. Very far. She could have told us that the whole time. I don't know why she wrote us a letter. That'd be like me writing a letter to somebody that I see every day. I don't know why I'm jumping. It doesn't make us go any faster. It's just funny looking.
Good oil in this should be enough to...
You got any of this stuff?
How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat.
Literally?
There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, will all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
Least you could do. You literally did nothing. All right, we got to go to Martha's Rest. But, oh, you know what, though? Martha's Rest is in Rosaria. Rosaria. And we can do the Hawk's Cries Cliff. Jeez, my words. English. And we can try to fight that globby thing. Globby thing. We're going after globby thing. Does anybody come with me? Is it just me? Am I flying solo? Is it me and Torgal? That's it? Alright, so let's see what the game is suggesting us have with us. We're gonna stick with what we got right now. What do I have here? Firing. Lightning. Lightning. That one. Okay. Come, my chocobo. We search for Glob. Hello, fellow chocobo. It said it was by Hawk's Cries Cliff, right? I just don't know what it looks like. Look at Torgal run. Come on, Torgal. I probably should have read the description fully. Bluebird. I'm not trying to fight a bluebird. Get out of here. Fuck out of here.
Time to fight.
I guess it really is. Oh, maybe. Oh, I bet you it's down over here. I bet you it's down there. I should have read the description more. What is that thing up there? Oh, it's a wire. Oh. No, it turns out nothing's down here. Does anybody remember where the description? Maybe I gotta go back and look real quick. Oopsies. See, now we're in Ald Hill, so we're too far. Yeah, hold on. We're going back real quick, sorry. We're going back. Back to the hideaway real quick. Because, I gotta talk to my Moogle friend.
The lizards have been up to their
I have no idea. I know the area, but I didn't read the description at all. Alright, Nectar. Okay. Hawks Cry Cliff, Rosaria. Rumor is spreading throughout the southern reaches of Rosaria of a pool of opalescent ooze that has been sighted in the moors and meadows of the region. While it resembles naught but a puddle of strange sludge from a distance, any man or beast that draws too close to this masses of slimy hands that drag their prey into a gaping, grinning maw. Alright, so it's in a Hawk's Cry Cliff, and it's the southern reaches of Rosaria, in the moors and meadows of the region. Okay. Which is probably in this area. It's got to be in, like, these things. I don't think it would be in Amber. That's this town, right? Yeah. Probably in these things. So let's go back. Now that we know where it might be hiding.
Come on.
All right, let's
run like the wind.
Run like the wind. Oh, those things are just like those rocks. Maybe not. Maybe I was wrong in the first spot, but it's... Get out of here. Ow! What the fuck? Excuse me. Excuse me. No, no, you don't just do that and run away. You piece of shit. Come here. Excuse me. Excuse me. You're gonna fucking regret that, you dumb... That was my chocobo. I was gonna just go past you. I wasn't gonna bother you, and you had to go and attack me on my chocobo. You piece of shit. That's what you get. Now, where the hell am I going? Maybe it is around here. Maybe I just didn't go far enough.
Faster!
this isn't in Hawk's Cry Cliff anymore. Am I missing something? It's gotta be around here. Hawk's Cry Cliff, yeah. Come on. I refuse to go on to the main quest until I find this pile of glob. And then I punch it repeatedly. What? Am I missing something?
Be safe.
What does this say? That doesn't say anything.
Come on.
Maybe I should just move on.
Fly, Ambrosia. All right.
I don't see anything. Usually you find it by now. Maybe we just gotta come back to this? I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see a single thing that looks like an enemy. A pile of ooze. A sludgy gloop. Right? And you can pretty much see everything. Alright, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna come back to that later. Let's go to Martha's Rest. That's maybe it's in that. There's like a path that's not unlocked yet. Over here. There's a path that's not accessible yet. I bet you it's probably down there. We probably just don't have access to it yet. I don't see where else it could be. Martha! Hey, yo, Martha.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, ain't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there, then.
The ambient background noise. Once you go into like the area, kind of has like a slight hypnotoad like in the background. It's not here. You have to go to an area that that like isn't a town, and you'll hear it. Like, once I start going this way, yeah, you'll hear it. Once we get through this gate. Oh, nope. Sorry. Green Sheaves does not have Hypnotoad music, but I know what you're talking about. Oh, wow. You just kind of appeared.
Come on.
I don't have time to mess around with you guys. I'm level 30 now. What up?
Hi. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now?
I don't have time to tell you, so we're gonna do a cutscene.
Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
You know what I'm gonna do? I am going to try out my new abilities on these beastie boys. Beastie boys. We're gonna try Titan. Oh, no, the game doesn't recommend using Titan, so we just won't. Fuck that then. Okay, whatever. Rising Flame, Ignition. Oh, now it says Titan what? Every time you do it, it does something different. Oh. The game can't decide what it wants. We're doing this one. Rising Flame, Heat Wave, Pile Drive, Lightning Rod, Upheaval, Raging Fist. And this does a shield. Oh, damn. We cut off Kupka's hands in order to get our own hands. Alright, let's try it.
This shouldn't take long.
Oh my goodness. Ow! That didn't work. I'm gonna punch the shit out of this one plant. Yeah. More? I tried to block it. Oopsies. Oh, that actually worked. I'm trying to get this block thing down. Okay. I don't know if I like Titan. I'm not sure if I like those abilities right now. Maybe it would be better for like when you're fighting one single enemy, but when you have a group crowd control, it's not the best.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Well, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Though it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Yeah, we wouldn't want her doing that. Yeah, let's just head back. There's no, like, side quests or anything, right? No. No, let's just head back. All right, Mid.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
We got everything for you, Ashley.
All right, Clive. You've all done then.
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Yay! What does this get for us, though? That's the real question.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Oh, now there's side quests. Now we got side quests galore. Well, I wonder now, does something else open up here? No, we still nothing. There's whatever that thing is, it's in this inaccessible area. I feel it. I feel it. All right, let's go see how Jill's doing and get that side quest over there. If you say something to me, I swear to God.
Ah, Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves.
The
Oh,
shelves?
that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
Okay. What do you got for
You
me?
have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but there as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a
So you want me to go get him? All right. Fine.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblord like Talia, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look.
All right, well, tell me where that is.
Fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
That sounds like where the globby thing is, close by. Is it where the globby thing is? Maybe? Maybe that's where the glob is? What else we got? Alright, we're gonna talk to this guy in the boarding deck and then go to whatever the tome guy is. Thomas, the tome engine.
Been doing Mead's bidding.
Alright, what do you got for me, Doris?
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of Cursebreakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A Cursebreaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but... this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous. but I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go find them. Relax.
Go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
Okay. We got 2 quests. Let's go talk to Thomas.
The Netherlands have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheep.
What can you tell me about
Clive,
Torgal?
where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
Fenrir.
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf. It had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
Bork.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are!
His what?
I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Why was Torgal's nose buried in his nuts?
Isn't it brilliant?
Sure.
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
Now that
And so what does this
that's settled,
unlock for us?
I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
All right, let's talk to Vivian. Oh, Vivian.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take it to him.
A lot of running around. Vivian. She's like our scholar person. She keeps track of everything for us.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
You just gonna stare at her?
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of staring, but,
Have a guest.
A guest?
A guest?
For your trouble. It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Oh!
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy!
Uncle Byron!
Fill up a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favorite uncle is here!
Meanwhile...
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
He doesn't care.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
Surprise, he sucks.
Dion?
Yes, sire.
Just very quickly. Who is Dion to them? Firstborn son of the subject and okay, so that is his son. Okay.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
I hate her.
May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappointed.
Fucking Annabella's behind so much shit. Look at her. She's so fucking happy too. I hate her. Let's go talk to our uncle.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The little uns have been up to There's just one thing after another around here.
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wayne. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
Okay, history time.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. Or would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Okay.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Okay. Hey, Otto, did you hear all that?
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head.
You say that
I
now.
won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
We're totally destroying it.
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalimil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old
The
associate
Desert
of Sid's,
Hare.
and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalimil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Okay, return to Byron. I wonder if I should take care of these side quests now, real quick. I'm gonna take care of these side quests now. Because once we leave with Byron, I don't know if the game will let us. So let's mop this up now. Oh, there's Hypnotoad.
Faster!
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
Oh, we gotta fight these bad boys. I'm trying to get off. Okay. Ow. I'll take this. Thank you.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one.
And one of those. I need a third one. Oh, there it is. And one of these.
Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while.
That's it?
Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Now, if only I could find the Globby Boy. Alright, well, that's one side quest down. Now let's go over to here. And, search Dragon's Airy for Cole's party, right? I wonder what's faster. Let's start over at the Dragon's Airy thing. I keep pressing that button by accident. This is what I mean to press.
Come on.
Let's search for our missing boyos. Oh.
Be safe.
Excuse me. Oh god, that was brutal. Sorry, puppers.
Get me back.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Ruh-roh.
And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
All right. I mean, the carriage is literally right there. I can see it. It's right there. Oh, they got gerblins. Ow. Hell yeah. Torgal, get out of the way. That was easy. Enemies slain. Okay.
Who are you?
What? Who are you?
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Okay, so those are the side quests out of the way. I really wish I could find... You know, I'm gonna... What was the name of the, Hawk's Cry Cliff Hunt? I'm gonna look it up real quick. Because I want to know if it's in that area that I don't have access to yet. Hawk's Cry Cliff Hunt, FF16. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. All right, so it should be, if this map is to be trusted. I didn't go far enough. It's like way up here. So I didn't go far enough north because I was stopping once we passed this. It's like way up here. So let's take out that thing and then go back to the hideaway, progress the main story just a bit, and then that's all we got for today. Throw it in a pot, some broth, maybe some potatoes. You got yourself a stew.
Run like the wind.
I'm gonna launch off this with my chocobo. He won't do it. Hiya! Look at us go! Whee! Okay, we need to go here. Really? Couldn't jump over that? Oh, Globby boy. Globby boy? What? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Muddy Murders location. Yeah, this is what I want. That's where I'm at, man. The information for Muddy Murder. All right. It won't be invisible initially, but walk deeper. Maybe I gotta be like walking. Should be in like this general area. Oh, you have to be walking. You can't be on your chocobo. That's annoying. All right. Here's Flamboy. Flamboyo. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, sick. Got him. Oh boy. Oh boy. Come on. There we go, there we go, there we go. Come on.
Nice try.
Oh shit, oh shit. Come on, let's go. Almost there, almost there. Got him. Whew. That was a close one. Hell yeah. And we got the gelatinous mass. We can make the thing now.
Now, whatever it was.
So you literally could not get to it on a chocobo. You had to be walking. That's why we didn't see it before. Yeah, let's turn in all of our stuff. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Shh, Karen.
Don't just stand there gawping.
God, I hate her. I would like to buy some stuff from you now, please.
It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
I'm robbing you blind. I just gave you $20,000. How the fuck am I robbing you blind?
I got ya.
Yeah.
What do you want?
You, my friend, are going to make me a Drake Slayer bracelet. Oh, wait. No, I don't have the scar yet. Scarletite. Scarletite?
And?
Does she have one I could buy? Karen!
Is it business or pleasure? Going
It's
persuading you
business. What the fuck is wrong with you? Pleasure? What the fuck is she talking about? I wonder if there's somebody that I can buy that Scarletite from.
Finish the job.
I don't check the shops enough in like the other parts of the world. So like if I go to the world map and I go to like Martha's Rest, that shop doesn't have anything new. But if I were to go over to this racist ass place, Northreach, their shop also doesn't have anything new. Never mind. I wonder if that's an item that I can buy from somebody or I have to find somewhere. Alright, here you go. I did the thing.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary.
Yeah. I don't really care. Just give me the quest. Yeah, there we go. You shouldn't have sent them in like that. You regret it. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Nectar, you got anything else for us? Nope. That's it. Look at that. We've done every hunt so far. Let's turn this in, get our renown points, and then onward.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Nope. Super easy.
Only
Barely an
usual.
inconvenience.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say that you'll do.
Okay, yep. I'm just nervous about doing the surgery. You'll be fine with the surgery. Blah, 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 blah. Renown points, please. Alright, that's it. We've done all the side stuff.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. You earned this.
Okay.
All done?
Yes, ma'am. Let's go talk to my uncle and get this ship going.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
I love his uncle. Come, let us away to adventure. Oh, we're exploring a new area. The Velcroy Desert. That's new. The Velcro Desert? Of course it's a desert. It's got to have music like this. Wait, Delmechia. That's from Final Fantasy XII.
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
What path? It's a desert.
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Look at all them scorpions. All right, so we're going to get the ball rolling on this a little bit. And then we are going to figure it out from there. So let's very quickly, let's... All right, we're back to our OG ones for this. Lifting up and single. Will of the Wikes. We haven't really done a whole lot of that one. Lightning Bolt and Charge Down. Okay. That's what we're going to use right now. Hell yeah. Raise this up.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. All too easy to lose one's bearings in the sun.
How long does this stay going around me? Oh, like 3 more seconds. Oopsies.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way. Together.
Did we now?
Accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Nothing like head trauma to a child. Is this the trade post? Oh no, this is the trade post. The bandit's bed? I could probably ride my chocobo. It's a new area, we'll run through it. So like what I was doing when I first started playing the game is like, I'm like, well, I gotta go over here and then I gotta go over here. But I have a feeling once we get to this area, there's gonna be side quests that are gonna take us into those points anyway. So we'll just go to them organically.
There she is, the good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Sure, man. Whatever. Oh. Texture TV. Thank you for the follow. That sounds like a channel. If you're a channel, we will follow you back for sure.
No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
What? No dogs allowed? Oh, thanks for dropping in. Your timing is good. We just started the next main quest line.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Hey, girl!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Something's going on up here. Oh, wait. That's, is Joshua here? That's Oh shit, Joshua is here. What did we find out what her name was? She has a name, Jote.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Does he not know his brother's
Yes,
downstairs?
You must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
She's gonna see us. Does Jote know? She has to know who Clive is. Joshua still has Ultima inside of him. That's a cool shot. I don't know why the game's getting so cinematic in this one spot.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Kupka, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
God damn it, Uncle.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Dude, your brother's downstairs.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Come on. Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose.
Hell yeah.
Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Take it.
Try it.
Just like that.
Enough.
Oh my god. Talk about getting wrecked. Holy shit.
your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
She has to know now, right? She knows who Clive is, right?
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Does Annabelle know that her son, both of her kids, are alive? She knows Clive is alive. Does she know Joshua's alive?
Clive?
Why would she leave?
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
So interesting. He just housed the food and was like, all right, time to go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
We should also pet Torgo because he's a good boy.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Oh boy.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
Oh, look for that person
By
that
guile, then.
Sid was friends with.
Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
That's what I just said. Yep.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Okay. One second. right, so we need to speak to some townspeople to find out how to get to.
Back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Oh wait, hold on. You got anything for sale?
Are you looking for something in particular?
Yeah. But you don't got it.
Fare you well.
Are you guys townspeople? You guys are a bunch of shirtless bros.
Light it for Gilbert's sake.
How about you?
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Okay. How about you? Excuse me, ma'am.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
We're getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
There. Man staring at water.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
That's two people now that said the baths, so let's just go there.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Further knows.
Sweet incense! What candles?
Excuse me. Are you Further?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Don't you want to know who we are, or
Do
no?
you think
All
we
right.
can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
All right. Let's see.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you'll like it.
Okay. More?
It's over.
Like, we've taken on full-on, like, things. And these are just a bunch of shirtless dudes.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
To the Lock of Leisure. Alright, we're gonna meet Rosina at the Lock of Leisure. And then we're gonna call it there.
Needed to a silken soft. The most fragrant herbs and
My carpets have...
Is this the place?
Lubo's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Is that funny?
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
And what do you want?
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're gonna listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
Follow the crystals.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
All right. Well, on that note, we are going to call it. Now that we've met, sorry, my phone went off and I thought it was a thing. False alarm. Anyway, yeah, so that's what we got today. Good progress today. A couple of new people in the chat. I appreciate that. The start of the stream didn't start off very ideal, so we didn't really housekeep at all. So if you missed any of this, I think this whole thing is staying on Twitch. I think because I connected my Prime to it, so we have 60 days on Twitch now, which is good. But if you miss any of it, the whole thing's on YouTube, all in a playlist, nice and easy. You can catch up. Plus some other stuff is on YouTube also, so make sure you check that out. We're gonna be back on Wednesday, but we're not gonna be back at our normal time. I have a very important thing to do Wednesday night, so we're gonna do a Wednesday like afternoon stream, probably like noon-ish. So different time on Wednesday, but make sure you're there because we're gonna keep going with this, and hopefully we get another chunk out of the way. I think we're making some pretty good progress here, so we'll have this game done hopefully within a couple of weeks. So yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Make sure you all stay safe, and until next time, peace out.